Earlier on, President of the Senate, Senator Godswill Akpabio, said there is need to upgrade Nigeria's financial policies to increase the gross domestic product of the country. Senator Godswill Akpabio said this in Akwa Ibom State while chairing the first technical session of the Senate retreat at Ikot Ekpene. ADBN correspondent Deputy Song completes the report.
After the flag-off ceremony on Thursday, the Senate immediately began her first technical session of the retreat, which was chaired by the Nigerian Senate President, Senator Godswill Akpabio. The Senate President, after introducing his co-panelists, invited the Chairman, Presidential Committee on Fiscal Policy and Tax Reforms, Taiwo Oyedele, who spoke on understanding the fiscal policy and tax reforms.
Unfortunately, our debt is rising very fast, and what is more concerning is the amount we spend to service the debt, which as of last year was easily about 96% to revenue at the federal government level. Investment in Nigeria is declining. It doesn't matter which one you measure, whether it's foreign portfolio investment, foreign direct investment, and even domestic capital formation is declining.
After the presentation, Minister for Finance Wale Edun and the Executive Chairman of Federal Inland Revenue Service, Zacchaeus Adedeji, gave their contributions on how to sustain a workable fiscal policy.
What has happened with CBN, first of all, imposing effectively a ban and now lifting it, is that we have to quickly, on the fiscal side, protect Nigerian industry and not have one of these policy flip-flops where people invest in an industry and then they find out that the floodgates have been opened and they are wiped out by competition.
The major intervention, I hope, by the end, the committee finishes its job in December, they come with the law. Those are the critical, because until we change those fundamental laws, if you advertise from today to tomorrow and you have MPA collecting money and then at the end of the day, they can be able to say that we collected 256 billion and we remit 12 billion to the federal government. Go and see the number of people in MPA. They are less than 7.771% of Nigeria.
The Senate began the second technical session, which was chaired by a former Minister for Budget and National Planning, Senator Udoma. Senator Udoma invited a senior advocate of Nigeria, Professor Abiola Sani, to speak on the adequate or inadequate state of tax laws in Nigeria.
We should look at a well-coordinated concurrent utilization of income and consumption taxes as a revenue to boost revenue, as a strategy to boost revenue. Then we have to align tax law with tax policy. Then we have to stop the state of special taxes.
After the brief lecture, panelists of the second session noted that there is a need to transform the tax laws in our country to foster economic productivity.
There's no problem sitting one day and approving anything which is fundamentally important. That's how some legislators do that a lot. But it has to be something which is critical, which is very, very important.
But what can be debated is whether you very actively and seriously recognize the social contract with the citizens, and whether your tax, your using the powers you have to tax, actually meets the maintenance of that contract.
The two sessions were filled with educative interactions among senators, after which they departed to reconvene on Friday for more legislative lectures. David Isong,